Hello everybody, I'm Kevin from KlotzProductions and welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be taking a look at the Dart Zone Max Venom. This is a fully automatic electronic flywheel blaster. It's a pistol. As you can see, Dart Zone Max, it's their new Nitroshot line. It's got a nice little graphic down here that shows the internals of the blaster, which is pretty cool. And then just taking a look on the back, if you notice, there's actually a punch out in the back of this box that you can turn it into a target if you want to. So let's go ahead and get inside the blaster. Okay, so let's go over what's in the box. First, we have the instructions. If you would like to look at those, you can pause the video and watch them. Otherwise, we're going to move along. We have eye protection, which is actually branded by Primetime Toys on there. And these are adjustable. And they don't really fit over my glasses, so good luck with that. But if you don't have glasses, I guess you can use them. We have the battery. This is a 7.4 volt, 1000 milliamp hour lithium ion battery. Uses XT30 connector. And then that comes with the charger. The charger you just plug into your power source like a computer, plug it into the white port on the battery. When it's charging, it has a red light on and the green light's blinking. Then when it's done, the red light goes off and the green light stays solid. That's how you know it's charged. Next up, it comes with 2 magazines. These are not Talon magazines. If you look at a Talon magazine, you'll notice it's quite a bit thicker. Talon magazine will not fit in here, which means your Dart Zone magazines, that sort of stuff is not going to fit. These are thinner. These are what's known as Nightingale magazines. I'll put a link to what a Nightingale is in the video description if you don't know what it is and you want to figure that out. But basically, all you need to know is these are thinner magazines that can only be used with this. They're not going to work with your other blasters, and your other magazines are not going to work with this. It comes with 24 rounds. I've already loaded up 12 in here. To load these up, you just put your darts right into the magazine like you normally would. Pretty simple. Then taking a look at the blaster, we have Picatinny rail on the top. This is going to use any of your normal attachments, your Picatinny attachments, which is what all your Dart Zone stuff is. It has a little sight on the top here, which is pretty stiff, and you're probably not going to be using that too much, but maybe. Just got a little sight there. On the left side, we have the safety. You cannot rev it without that being pressed. It's locked out. Once the safety is on fire on the left, you can rev it and then you can pull the trigger, so it has a mechanical lock that is stopping that from being revved at all. And then you have your magazine release also on the left side. It does not ambidextrous, it is only on the left side. The right side is just cosmetic. The magazine does gravity drop as well, so for anybody that wants those quick reloads, you have access to that. Also on the blaster, you have some venting for the flywheels, because this is a flywheel blaster, and then the trigger obviously is right there. To load the battery, there is a thumb screw right here. You just unscrew this, take the front off, connect the XT30 connector to the battery, and then just kind of stuff the battery down in there with the cables. Try not to crinkle the cable up too much if you can. It should fit in there. And then you just put the lid back on the top, screw it in, and you're ready to rev. To fire, obviously you just rev from the back. Pull the trigger. You can single fire it by just tapping the trigger, or you can full auto, like that. And I think this fires like 7 darts a second, something like that. One thing I'll say about the blaster is it has this rev trigger in the back. It's not even a trigger, it's a grip thing. Normally our blasters have rev triggers in the front down here. So this is something that you may or may not like. Some people don't like it. Some people say you get used to it. I think the Maxim one is better. This one sits up a little high. It's a little awkward. You're just going to be pulling the bottom of it for the most part rather than the whole piece. But that's how that works. Let's get to some FPS numbers. FPS, for anybody that doesn't know, stands for feet per second. Lets you know how hard the blaster is shooting. Typically, your Nerf blasters are going to shoot like 65, 70 FPS. Maybe the newer ones nowadays are shooting like 80 to 90, somewhere around there. That's going to be your standard for stock toys. This is more of a pro blaster. With the included darts that we have, which are the Nitroshot darts, we had a low of 125, a high of 127, and an average of 126. For the Ruby darts, which are these Dart Zone Max darts that come in a case like this, they're red with a gray tip. I got a low of 110, a high of 130, and an average of 124. Keep in mind, these were not new darts, these were used darts, so that's going to add some variance to those chronograph numbers. So firing the blaster, it went pretty much as expected. The accuracy was good. There were no darts just fishtailing off or going off in the other direction, so that was good. It was consistent and accurate as you would expect it to be. No issues there that I noticed. And overall, it was enjoyable to shoot. So that's pretty much it. I think this is a pretty fun blaster at $50. I think it's good value. If you're in the market for an electronic sidearm, one that you can just pull out, rev and fire, I think this is going to be a good choice for you and you'll probably enjoy it. So that's it. I hope you all found this video useful and I will see you in the next one.